Hello YouTube and LEGO fans, welcome back to another video with me, Brickspoke. And it's been a couple of weeks since I've done my last video. Ironic really, because I did say in my last video that I was going to try and get, no matter what, a video out every week. Which I have been doing pretty well until the last couple of weeks, but unfortunately, as always, life and work has got in the way. Which is a shame because I love doing my Lego and I love doing my Lego videos. So it's been a bit of a frustrating couple of weeks for not being able to do my hobby and share with you guys some videos. But I'm back now, so we'll get on with the video. This video I'm using a new camera that Mrs. Brickspoke bought me for my birthday, which was last week. So that was a very busy day. We had a nice day together. And she bought me some Ray-Ban Metas. So they've got a built-in camera, so I thought I'll give it a test out in this video. See how good they are, see what the camera quality is like and what the audio quality is like. And hopefully you guys will give me your feedback, see what you think. I'm not going to be using them for all of these sort of videos, just sort of give them a test out. They're going to be mainly for when I go to conventions and stuff like that, and when I'm looking around Lego stores. It just makes it a little bit easier to film like that, rather than having a camera in front and blatantly showing a camera off and talking to myself like that. I just look like I'm talking to myself normally, like a normal madman instead. So yeah, in this video I think what we're going to go concentrate on, I haven't done a retro set in a while, and if you watch my previous videos you do know I love my retro stuff, especially stuff from my era that I had a few sets of when I was younger. I've pretty much completed our Bat Night stuff up there. I'm trying to complete the UFO stuff. So I did buy another UFO set from 1997 to get to start trying to complete this. I'm not far off, I only need a few more sets. So that's what we're going to be building today. I'm going to build it downstairs, have a cup of tea while I'm doing it, and then bring it back up and review it. But the set I have got is, I got it from eBay. So this is the bad boy. Set 6979. Right, so, is that right? 6979. So there's the bad boy. So we're going to give him a build, give him a review. I'm not sure if all the pieces are there, so hopefully they all are. I bought this quite a while ago and I didn't check. They assured me they are. I'm hoping if they aren't, I'm going to have spares, so long as they aren't any of the main pieces. Right, so like I said, hopefully all the pieces are there. I think this is the Interstellar Starship or Starship. So yeah, I'm gonna, without further ado, I'm gonna take this downstairs, get to my building table. I won't film the whole process of building it, but what I will do is put the kettle on, have a brew, build this, come back, and then we'll give him a quick review on it, see our thoughts. I'm hoping some of the glow in the dark stuff still works, but that's sketchy because it is from like 1997. So we'll see. Bonus if it does. If it doesn't, that's expected as well. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to go take this downstairs, get building, and then share with you what my thoughts and views on it, and then we'll place him up on the shelf with all the other UFO stuff. So yeah, looking forward to that. Yeah, let's get on with it. So instructions don't look in bad condition. A bit of fold there, and it looks like maybe the pet hamster might have had a nibble on them at some point. Definitely. But other than that, they're in pretty good nick. They're not too creased. They're quite clear, not faded. So, got my minifigures there. 2 aliens and one of the cyborgs robots. That's cool. And then all the stuff in one big bag. So I'm going to separate this, see what we've got, and hopefully nothing's missing. Oh, and yeah, still haven't put the kettle on. That's a must. Right, let's crack on. Right, I know I said I weren't going to do this and go through the building process, which I'm not, but I thought I'll give you all a view on how cool these pieces used to be from 1997. I mean, look at these pieces. These UFO pieces. All printed. Not a sticker in sight, which is another thing I used to love from these old sets. I mean, of course, some of the older sets used to get stickers, which actually used to go across bricks. But on these UFO sets, they were all printed pieces. All the tiles were printed. I mean, look at that. How cool is that? All printed. All printed. Then we got a 9-volt battery box here, so we're going to get a 9-volt battery and hopefully this will still work, which I will test in a minute. And the only one piece I did find that was slightly damaged was this piece. So unfortunately the clips broke off of him there, but he still seems to sit on him alright. And I think once he's sandwiched in the build, because he goes somewhere here, that'll be alright as long as the 9-volt system still works. It literally is just that clip, but he seems to be pretty good. He's not coming off, look. So that's good. Which you're going to expect some sort of damage on a set that's 29 years old. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to build this. So got my brew. Let's crack on. I'm really chuffed with this. Love these pieces. Right guys, it's done. Check that bad boy out. How cool is he? I mean, when I was a kid, I used to look through the Lego magazines thinking, oh, I wish I could have that set. This was one of my all-time favourite sets. I was always looking in the Lego magazines, staring at, thinking, I wish I could own that one day. And it's took me till late 30s to actually end up owning it, because obviously I've got adult money now. But yeah, it has not disappointed. It really has not. I mean, this is so cool. The condition, the chap I bought it off of eBay, fair play to him. Every single piece was there. It's in near mint condition. There was only that one little piece that was slightly damaged, but it still fit together once you put the pin in and you put these plates on top. It all fit together nicely. And oh my god, they do not make sets like this anymore. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Lego now, and I love what they do with the piece count and all the detail, but this is far superior in my opinion. You don't need a massive piece count for a Lego set to be awesome. I mean, they don't even make these pieces anymore, these big spaceship pieces, and a lot of these neon. Love the neon green. And check this out. So there was only one sticker in this whole set, and the only reason that I've done this sticker is because if you put your thumb on it, hold down for a little bit, it'll take your body heat or the pressure and the body heat. And what we should get is a symbol appear, one of the alien symbols. See that green? So that appears with the heat, and then that will slowly disappear afterwards. But yeah, how cool is that? This is one of those sets. When I was a kid, I looked into the Lego magazines and I thought, do you know what, I really like that set. I wish I could own that one day. And it's took until my late 30s to actually end up owning it. Now I've got adult money, but it was always one of my dream sets when I was a kid. This was one of my favourite lines ever a Lego have ever done, and for good reason. I mean, you just don't get the play features or anything like that anymore. I mean, check this out. So you pull that forward, we've got a 9-volt battery system in there, all lighting up, little lights in there. You got a little motor in there, see it is turning, and then it's flashing these the lights through these optic wires. How cool is that? You don't need no smart brick, you don't need anything like that. This is all you need. You don't need all this flashy AI smart brick stupid money stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the smart brick. It was a good idea. It just wasn't executed that well, and is very expensive. But this keeps the play to the set. You don't need none of these apps like they've been trying to do with all the other sets. But yeah, how cool is that? I'm well chuffed with this. It was, and the building process was fun as well. So I had a lot more fun building this than I do a lot of the bigger sets with all the tiny pieces and the complicated structures. And bearing in mind the instructions that you used to get with these, they don't give you all the pieces in the corner. You've just literally got to look at the picture and figure out where stuff goes. And as a kid, I never really missed any pieces. These days, I find I'll build a Lego set and I'll be like, oh, I missed that piece out, I've got to go back. This, I never, and the instructions are a lot less simple. But yeah, check this out as well. He comes off, he's just on magnet, so he's his own separate little spaceship as well. And he's got one of the Technic droids in, I believe, the red Technic droid 2. Minifigures were in mint condition as well. Fair play to the bloke who sold me this. Every piece was there. Obviously, I had that little piece that was slightly damaged, but he still fit in okay. I managed to make it work. So once he was on there, and then he had the Technic pin through there and the plate on, he worked fantastic. So, and then all the minifigures were in immaculate condition. The whole set was in really good condition, to be honest. You got the red alien pirate, the red alien pilot there. And then you've got, I believe he was the alien overlord of the UFO series. So, all in all, an awesome looking set. I mean, look at the detail in it as well. I mean, come on. This is when Lego was at its peak, in my opinion, in the 90s, when they did their own themes. I loved their own themes, don't get me wrong, I love the licensed themes, but this set is just, this just shows how good Lego used to be. And I think it's probably my favourite set in my collection, especially the retro sets. UFO and Adventures line were my favourite as a kid, and I think this is my favourite set in my whole collection. I'm going to be honest, and it doesn't need to be all this massive high piece count either. So what I think we'll do now is we'll take this upstairs and find him a place on the shelf along with the other UFO series. But yeah, really pleased. So cool, so cool. So check that out. He's looking ace. Shelf's looking very full, and I do have actually another ship to get, so I'll probably have to do the same thing as what I've done there. So I've raised him up on some clear bricks, that little UFO. But there's a possibility I might be using that little UFO in a scene in the city at some point. Not sure yet, but this is all going to be rearranged at some point anyway. But yeah, he looks awesome. I'm loving that. It looks like a full shelf of the UFO series. Just one major ship left to do. But yeah, awesome. My retro collection is growing. And I do realise in the video I did mention about the broken brick and parts and pieces that were there twice. Don't worry about that. It's just me getting older and I'm going a little bit mad. I'd edit it out, but it would cut too much of it out and having to try and sort that bit out, or I've got to refilm that whole bit. So we'll just forget about that, shall we? Yeah, sweet. Alright guys, that has been a fun video to make. I've really enjoyed that. I've really enjoyed getting back to my youth a little bit there, and the nostalgia of the old stuff. I always love doing these retro stuff and the retro builds. I can't wait for the next one. I think the next one's going to be the adventure line, but we need to get some more space somewhere, so we might have to move the Nexo somewhere, because although they're sort of retro, they're not as retro as all of this cabinet art is, with our proper 90s stuff. So yeah, without further ado, I think that's the end of the video. Let me know what you think about these Meta Ray-Bans and the filming on them. Obviously I'm not going to do all the videos with these on. I was just testing them out today. They're going to be, like I said, more for when I'm walking around conventions and certain videos. Most of my vlogs will be filmed off of a camera, but it's nice to see stuff filmed from somebody's point of view and the way somebody's looking at it. Obviously, I understand with videos like this, it's going to be a bit wobbly on the camera doing these sort of videos. That's why they're going to be kept for conventions and out and about sort of stuff. But yeah, as always, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. It's been a blast. I've really enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video, which will be hopefully next week. I won't be having a break like I did before. So take care, guys. See you later. Bye bye.